Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Firewall Training Course, young sentinels. In this session you will be provided with experienced playback from a group of fellow transhumans, encountering one of many leftovers from the Titans, somewhere out in the Kuiper Belt. You will be witness to the sensory input, emotions and thoughts of Ellis, played by Becca, Saul, played by Chris, Sorus, played by Quinn, and Roland, played by Slavek. The continuity XP is now operational. Feel free to use your mesh inserts to connect. We hope that your journey will be an enlightening one towards understanding and appreciation of our place in the universe. Eclipse Phase First Edition and the continuity scenario are licensed by Post-Human Studios. Search for Eclipse Phase if you want to find out more. Similarly, please look for Twin Cities by Night on your social media and podcast apps to always stay up to date with the new releases and to join our Discord chat. If you want to support us financially, you can find us on Patreon at Twin Cities by Night. Transhumanity's achievements surely are astonishing to think about. We have fully analyzed, altered and recreated our minds, our egos. We have conquered death by artificially creating bodies not just equal, but surpassing our naturally developed ones. We have inhabited other moons and planets against all odds. But the fact that we only barely managed to survive the fall really should put things into perspective. We have lost our home planet, we have lost entire populations, and we have lost the security of being alone to ourselves when we created the Titans. Now, 10 years after the fall, transhumans are scattered throughout the solar system and even beyond. But today, we won't travel that far, only to the very edge, the Kuiper Belt. Among many rocks of irregular shape are a few of our habitats. One of them is an odd-looking metallic starfish called the Kepler, and it's a research station belonging to the Argonauts. I guess it's a good time to introduce the crew. Let's start with Joaquin.
All right. So the character I'm going to be playing is Sorus, an AGI infolife, which for those listening is basically just means he is a robot, born a robot, and he is currently in the morph or the body of an Optrix, which is think like a 3 foot or 1 meter if you're European tall metal dinosaur bird thing, the kind with feathers and everything. And so what he does, or what it does on the thing, is just general maintenance and, if need be, like pilot some of the smaller like research probes around the area.
Exactly. Being a synthmorph, you also have the ability to crawl along the hull of the Kepler and check up on any defects.
Exactly.
You don't need to breathe oxygen.
Nope, not at all.
And next, let's go to Becca.
I'm playing Alice, who is a human, more or less. She is very small, often wears just big baggy jumpsuit. Is clean, but doesn't super get into her looks. Short brown hair. And her responsibilities on this station is to do research, specifically working with plant life and seeing how she can genetically modify them to grow in low gravity areas.
Yeah, precisely. That's the thing that I didn't mention yet, but the Kepler is in fact a low gravity station. So imagine you're on the International Space Station. Everything, like the rooms don't look like they do in regular houses because they don't need to. Everything is full of rungs that you can climb along and float through tunnels and whatnot. So let's go over to Slavik.
All right. I'm playing Roland Petrovich, a specialist in the creation and maintenance of biomorphs. He is currently sleeved in a morph of his own design, or rather, it's a slightly upgraded Olympian morph with some added bonuses. Officially, he's here on a mission by the Socialist Republic of Titan, but in truth, this is just a cover. He is a spy for the Ultimates here. and he aims to uncover the necessary secrets of the station.
Excellent. And finally, Chris.
Yeah, my character's name is Saul. I am in charge of security. I'm a security specialist and mercenary for the station. I am about 6 feet tall, about 190 pounds. I have blonde hair that goes down to the middle of my neck and kind of curls as it gets a little longer. I have a blonde beard that's well trimmed, blue eyes. I wear a gray uniform that's starched with black combat boots and like a gray cap that I wear on top of it. I have a scar that goes along the side of my jaw, and he just kind of stares at people. He's not too much of a talkative person. He takes his job pretty seriously.
Yeah, the scar is probably a cosmetic choice because you could get rid of it easily. But it looks intimidating enough.
There you go.
Right, excellent. The station is actually very small. You have very, very little room to yourself in your, well, it's basically just a sleeping bunk, a general recreational area, and the rest is all like technical stuff, research stuff. And there's only one more crew member, and he in fact does not have a morph at all. This last crew member is Hans, another AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, and he is a true Argonaut. The Argonauts, they are basically mainly researchers with a strong focus on, well, open source ideas. So they're very close to Titanians and, well, all the independent folk that aren't actually that aren't as conservative anymore. Hans keeps you on a tight schedule. Every one of you works double or triple duty, and for example, Ellis, you take care of all the medical checkups. As I already said, Sorus, you help out by keeping the Kepler hull intact every time a small comet strikes it. And one of those things that you have to do on a regular basis is a, well, mandatory ego backup every other week. So way this works is each of you goes into the medical station of the Kepler, and either wirelessly or with a wired connection, you hook up to the main computer, and with a encrypted transfer, your entire ego, like yourself, is read out and copied to the machine. This takes a while, kind of annoying, but it's safety protocol. And every month, one of these backups is sent out to another location, to your backup insurance, whatever that may be. So if anything goes wrong, you have an offshore backup as well. So that's your life on the Kepler. You've been there, well, you're tasked to be there for about half a year. You've now been there for about 6 weeks, and, well, it's time for another one of these backups. But, well, there is a loss of continuity. And so we start from the very dark. Saul, you feel yourself being fully immersed in thick liquid. Colors are flashing, you hear a rhythmic thumping sound in your ears. Another sound, maybe. Yes, another sound. Distressing, too. It's the voice of your muse, Brian. Saul, I realize you're barely conscious, but this is important. You're being sleeved into your previous morph. Wireless communication is being jammed, and I think we're running off a backup.
Why? Why is this happening?
I don't know yet.
With that information, I'm trying to snap myself back into into control of my body right now.
It's hard. Like, you're struggling. Think like these weird pods in the Matrix movie. You're not hooked up to anything, but you're in this really thick, syrupy liquid that is full of nutrients and keeps you alive. But you're really struggling to move your arms and legs and find that opening button to get out of this resleeving pod.
Bren, I need your assistance. Tell me where I am at, how I can get out of this now.
I believe it's the medical station of the Kepler, but wireless communication is completely down. I can't do much.
Okay. And I just go and I just start using my strength to try to pop it open, or I'm definitely not sitting in there waiting for something to get me out at the moment.
Yeah, sure. So you're struggling. I'm going over to Ellis. You too have the sensation of being immersed in this thick liquid. And two squawking chimes go back and forth. They produce interesting rhythms that get faster and faster. Quite entertaining for a while, until you realize it's two people talking. Quiet, she's waking up. And you sharply awake from a dream. Two people were arguing, but well, details are really faint. Instead, memories rush in. You're a researcher on the Kepler station, and this feels familiar. Something must have happened to you.
Andromeda, are you there?
I'm here, Ellis.
What's going on?
You're being re-sleeved right now. I can't tell you what happened. Memories seem to be cut off from from this backup.
What is the last thing I remember?
The last thing that you remember is that you went into the medical station to copy your ego onto the main server of the Kepler.
Okay. I'm also submerged in this goo.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Is part of the process of being re-sleeved, will that goo go away, or do I have to actually force myself out of it?
I think it depends. Usually you would have an operator that opens up the receiving pod when everything checks out. But since you're fully awake right now, but still struggling, you can override it from the inside.
Okay. Am I able to see? I heard the two voices. Am I able to see anybody else through the goo?
Not yet.
Okay.
I think you would honestly keep your eyes closed because it's kind of icky.
That's fair. That's fair. Then I will slowly feel around, knowing that it's going to take me a little bit of time to find the correct spot to release myself from within.
Sure. As you do, I'm going over to Roland. You emerge from your re-sleeving pod that you just woke up in, and you find yourself in the medical bay of the Kepler station that you know very well. And your attention is immediately drawn to other re-sleeving pods next to you, two of which have struggling morphs in them. Hard to make out features right now, but you're quite certain that it's your other crew members. There's 8 of these re-sleeving pods in total, and 4 of them contained backup morphs that you were taking readings from every now and then. They are missing. And I go over to Sorus. The systems of your Opterix morph startup code. Clearly, you're running off a backup. The first thing your visual sensors are picking up is the sight of a naked humanoid biomorph covered in thick ropey liquid standing in front of you. And 2 more struggling to emerge from their sleeving pods.
Did someone die? Why are you all gooey?
Get out of there now. We've lost continuity.
Well, not the first time, but
Alice, why did this happen?
Why does it ever happen?
This is your department.
The last thing that all of us should remember is that we were backing ourselves up. Andromeda tells me that we don't have wired communication, so there's really not much more information to gather until we get out of here. We need to go figure out what's going on.
I look at Roland. Roland, what did you say your role was again on the station?
Have we decided that yet, Tillman? I guess I'd be testing biomorphs, stuff like that. Stress testing.
So you really don't know. I take it you don't know. You don't have any idea what's going on here either, do you?
No idea. In my mind, I ask Kronos, the bugs are down, aren't they?
I think so. Wireless communication is completely jammed.
I look at Alice. This very well could be a security threat right here. We need to take
no duh.
And I look at the robot that said that to me for a second. I just kind of stared down at it, and then I looked back at Alice. We need to treat it as such. What are your precautionary methods if something like this happened? We need to find out whether or not we've been compromised.
Well, the immediate area is secure, correct?
I'm going to do some searching around the area here, see if anything kind of stands out.
Yeah, you see the familiar medical bay of the Kepler. Nothing seems really out of place. Only the fact you notice as well that you had 4 backup morphs in re-sleeving pods, but they are gone and you're not using them right now, so that's weird. Further, Like, let me describe the room real quick. It's about like 20 square meters, but it's not rectangular. It's almost cylindrical. Like, think of a honeycomb design. So you got many walls with lots of equipment, like everything's crammed full. So these 20 square meters circumference is barely usable. And since you're operating in low gravity again, like you can move anywhere. And besides the sleeving ports that you already looked at, you have a bunch of closed shelves on the sides. Like everything here is closed up, so it doesn't move around all the time. And there's also another robot in this area. It's a doctor bot. The level of artificial intelligence these robots have is not equivalent to that of, well, say Sorus or Hans, but they are a complete automatic surgery environment. And from this doctor bot now comes a voice, which is unusual. And you recognize it as the voice of Hans, your operator. AI server HKQ01 HKQ01 has suffered combat damage and requires please report to the operations module. Disable all wireless communication and repeat. Disable all wireless communication. Treat all wireless enabled devices as compromised.
Did you hear that? We're under combat right now.
I go over to the robot. Is Hans in there right now, or is it just like a recording of his voice? Like, can't figure out what's going on with that?
Well, you can. What do you want to try to do with the robot?
I guess I want to see if I can interface with it and see if is it Hans actually in there, or is he just like a program he ran that's what is the message coming from?
Well, you're very sure that Hans is not in there because he couldn't really sleeve into this robot. That doesn't work that way because it's not a synth morph. But yeah, you can try issuing voice commands, but you can also access it with your wired connection. I think you have access jacks on your morph design.
I do. I'm a robot. I got all the plugs. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna see if I can plug into the robot and see see if I can get a little bit of a background what's happened with it. Sure. Would that be interfacing?
I think so. Yes, interfacing is accessing technology.
And I did not get it.
Let's just say you try to run a wire to the robot and figure things out, but you just basically waste time. You try to find out how this works out and you're not really sure, and you just stand around a bit. Meanwhile, what do the other three of you do?
I'm looking for additional clothing for our new suits, as well as checking to see if anything's missing from the area that should be stocked normally.
So you start opening up shelves and you quickly find disposable towels to wipe off all the excess syrup.
Definitely start passing those out.
Yeah, and you also find, I'm going to say medical gowns, but they're not the surgery kind, so you're covered up. But it's not much of a spacesuit uniform right there. But you don't have anything else right now, it seems. You really just have the bare basics that would be in this medical station. You also know that along with the doctor bot, there is a very small nanofabricator. It's basically like a 3D printer, but it can make literally anything. The problem with the small one is it has to fit in a 1 gallon milk jug kind of area. And this takes time, but you could use this nanofabricator if you want.
I'll take the towel she handed me and one of the uniforms that she found, the gowns, or it's a gown you said? I'll put on the gown, and I'm going to look to see if there's any kind of weapons around that I can find or anything that I could use as a weapon.
At least a scalpel or something.
Yeah, just anything.
No weapons inside. You could make a scalpel on the nanofab.
How long would that take? You said it'd take a while, though, right?
It would take a little while, yes.
Yeah. We don't got anything we can use as weapons here, so I say we proceed with caution once we leave here. Where did he tell us we needed to go? Where did Hans say we needed to go?
HKQ01, was it?
He said the server, but he said to leave and go somewhere, right? Isn't that what he said? Or did I mishear that? I probably
Oh
misheard
yeah,
him.
he did actually say, please report to the operations module. But as you say Hans out loud, the robot also responds in Hans's voice. I'm not available right now.
Do we trust the bot, though?
What other choice do we have?
Well, I looked through and can't find anything too wrong with it, aside from the fact that it's speaking with Hans's voice. So my guess is that he put like a little program in here to run in case things went. What was the phrase? AWOP?
AWOL.
AWOP? I don't know, whatever the phrase is.
Yeah, enough discussion about phrases. Maybe we should get going to find out what the fuck is going on here.
Let me just check to see if there's air in the next room first. I gotta go to like the door to the next module.
Right, so the door is closed, and well, since all the wireless communication is being jammed, like you can't access it, it also doesn't respond to any commands you send it wirelessly. Can't really read senses from it either, but give me a straight perception check.
From just me or everyone? All right. Oh yeah, I suck at that.
Well, you said you want to check it out.
Yeah, I suck at that. Nope, didn't get it.
You didn't get it. You're really not sure. Like, you don't know how to find out right now because this is an unusual situation. You're not really used to not being able to communicate with the hundreds, if not thousands, of sensors around you.
I'm too used to being plugged in.
I see Sorus struggling as he's like fumbling, trying to figure out what to do, and I just go and lay a hand on him, and it's like, it's okay. We'll keep calm.
I'm as blind as you. I'm as blind as you apes.
I go up and I go check the door while he insults Alice. I'm gonna go do my check of the door here.
Do you want to open it, or
I want to open it eventually, but I want to check it first to make sure that, like, basically, I'm being hyper alert right now. Like, I'm definitely on edge a little bit, so I want to like see if I hear anything beyond the door, if there's any way I can tell what's on the other side of the door, and then see if I can open it.
Right, so you probably can't hear anything through the door because it's like a really thick door that could seal off the entire module. Like, you could make an airtight seal, and it probably is right now. So it's basically, door is almost the wrong term because it's like this cover on a circular hole.
Okay. I'm going to open it. I'm going to try to see if I can open it.
Right. So you fumble around because there must be a manual override somewhere for these emergency situations.
Yeah.
And you find it, and well, you move your hand across it. Doesn't really take a button press. Like, you just keep your hand on there and it recognizes you as a crew member.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a very loud and slowly dissipating like sound. And the air around you starts to feel cold as like wind passes by you. It takes a moment and then the door slides away. Now, everyone give me a straight perception check.
I fail.
I made it. 7 out of 10.
Oh, I missed mine. I got a 67. Mine is 45, so I missed mine too.
I also missed mine.
I made it.
Okay, so Sorus, your worst nightmare came true. As the wind picks up around you and you feel like the cold breeze moving along your wings, your mechanical wings, you realize, yeah, this is really bad because first it's the wrong direction. Air is escaping through this door that's just opening, not the other way around. So there's a negative pressure difference outside. And also this was really loud and kind of elongated. And yeah, you're not sure, but you think you're entering a room with really, really low pressure. And you also now notice that there's like an orange indicator light that you never really paid attention to, but that you were looking for 1 minute ago.
What was the orange light say?
Orange it's just that light, but you would know it means, yeah, danger, but not like deadly.
Like not like immediately die danger. I see.
No, it means just pay attention and fix the issue.
All right. I think what happened is that we had a hole and lost some air. And judging by the temperature, I'd say life support isn't working as efficiently as it should be.
Can you fix it?
Well, I have to see what the damage is before, but, well, maybe. It depends on how damaged it is. Best case scenario, let fix it, we get it, fine, no problem. Worst case scenario, I have to drift all the way back to the nearest station with your stacks in my hand.
So to clarify, you can go at least assess the situation, make it back okay.
Yes.
Then go do it. That's your job, right?
Is that wise, though?
Wise to have something do its function?
Well, there's 4 empty pods. There could be something going on that we're not aware of right now.
Well, lady, it's pretty obvious we're not meant to be sitting in this room and staying in this room.
Does there happen to be oxygen tanks in the room?
No. Your equipment, like everything specialized, would be probably in the machine shop, like an area that you could reach in another module of this starfish-like station. So you have like a center module, and that's where your plantation is. It's quite a large area, and a circular like hallway around it connecting to all the other submodules, and the medical bay is just one of that.
So we're in the circular hallway, not in the main area yet.
You're going through the door, I take it?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're entering this circular area, exactly. And, well, as you step out, you notice first, like, it's cold, definitely. Light is really dim. Like, usually everything is lit up very brightly. There's all kinds of screens, usually showing a bunch of graph data analysis, and they are all, like, non-functional right now. Some of them show, like, error messages or, like, something like that. So you only have like the basic emergency lighting right now.
All right. So do I know where to go if I need to check like the life support systems?
On your right would be your sleeping bunks and the recreational area. Basically, the complete opposite side of this circular hallway would be the fusion power generator, which contains all the life support systems as well. And you have between these two, also on the right of you, the machine shop. And to the left of you is the operation center and computer bay. Now, as you step out, with no mesh connections active, everything really is eerily quiet. Like you're starting to notice now as you step into this larger hallway. And for the first time in a really long time, you all have this experience of like living without a steady influx of notifications, messages, without any music, or any tasks that you can follow. So yeah, you're to yourself.
I don't like this quiet. It doesn't sit right. Is that right? Feel whatever. It's. Ugh. I'm going to check the power room to see if because if the operating room is like this, I don't think it's gonna do us much good unless we have power. So that's what I'm gonna go look at first.
Everything as planned. So, Sorus, you want to go down the hallway and move to the fusion power plant.
Yep.
Does anyone go with him, or is he all by himself?
I'm going to go with him. See, I'm not going to task this poor little thing to go do it on his own, and I'm going to go do my job, even though he has a mouth on him that kind of grates my nerves.
I will also go with.
No, stay here. You're a burden. You stay where you need to be at, and I'll go take care of this.
Then I go to operations. I give him just like this very, how dare you tell me what to do? And I go another direction because that's where we're supposed to go.
I shall go with Dr. Ellis.
You do that. As I'm walking with Sorus, I'm like, something's not right here.
Did you need to say that? Did you think I didn't know that?
This is called starting the conversation.
Oh.
Yes. This is where you tell me your insights and tell me what you think of the situation.
I think that this is a very bad situation for you organics to be in. Inconvenience for me, definitely, but not the worst I've been in, or could be.
You know, I tend to not like organics myself. You never know what they're thinking. But I prefer your brutal honesty.
I just look. Okay, it's like, aren't you wearing flesh right now?
I am. And it's fine. Doesn't mean you have to like people.
Huh. All right, good to know.
Hey, so what can you do with this mess? Can you fix this?
Well, I need to see the mess first.
Well, let's make sure you get there in one piece. What? You have something to say?
Nah, I just like.
Are you scared? Do you
Not
feel
really.
fear? No?
I can feel fear.
Hans was pretty jacked up back there. You
That
said
wasn't Hans, though. That was like, it's like a message he left. In order to see, you can't just like plug someone into a thing like that. You have to like. It's more likely he just left a message for us. I don't know where he is and all this. I say, looking around at the wires and everything.
But you said your little buddy back there was fine. He didn't strike me as fine.
Well, I don't know. I am not the greatest at medical bots. It's not my specialty. I'm more used to spacecraft.
So why would a medical bot be all fucked up like it was back there?
Same reason that we have apparently had a hole in this station and lost some power. Something bad happened.
The hole I can understand. Something big went through the hole. Fine. What I understand is why that medical bot that was in that area with us is all fucked up right now.
Short interruption. The medical bot was perfectly fine. It just had this weird recording of Hans and reacted to his name.
Oh yeah. My guy doesn't. I would say doesn't probably know that.
Sorry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So my question is, what caused that?
Hans let probably like access the thing from wherever his wire network is and put a message in there for us.
So then that tells me that Hans isn't here or wasn't here when that happened. Whatever happened.
Maybe he's one of the bodies that was moving around. Who knows?
When you fix this shit, can you interact with the system and find out where these bodies are?
Maybe. I don't think they put trackers in our morphs. Did you put a tracker in my morph?
No, I didn't. But I would like to have.
And so it's like I'm watching you. If there's like eyeless visor.
What's with that? What's with that glare there, buddy?
Well, I have to do something. I have to mimic. I've been told that it's best for organics to see expressions on.
Yeah, your eye fucking me with that expression. What's on your mind? Let it out.
You're rather mean.
I'm not mean. I actually like you. Imagine how I talk to these other fuckers.
All right.
You have a job, you do it. That's what I do. Now let's get you over here to see if you can fix this shit.
All right.
So, getting closer to the submodule with the fusion power plant, you start to notice like there's a rip along like the plastic cover that is all over the plantation to keep in the moisture, and you notice like there's a steady like gust of dirt and debris from the soil that's in there, like rushing towards the airlock that leads to the fusion power plant.
So as I kind of like get closer, and I sort of, am I like picking up like it's like a leak on the other side of it, or is it like a hole? What can I pick that up, or
for the plantation, or for what?
From the fusion room.
Okay, so you get close and you want to find out where the breach is, but like you notice to get close, it gets kind of dangerous. Like the pull of the air around you is really tough at this point. So if you wanted to go there, that would take a free fall roll. You would know that ahead of time, so that's why I'm telling you, but you can't really see what's going on right now. However, you know that there is like a docking airlock on the other side of the fusion power plant module. So there's an outside door.
All right. So do I have to like go past the rough patch to get to the airlock, or can I go? Is it like a go around it?
No, you would have to get close to the entrance to the power plant module and like fight your way along the walls and the rungs through this gust of dirt and debris to get in there and fix it up.
All right, yeah. All right, so I just turn to Saul and just like, stay back. This looks like there's the holes on the other side of this holes over here. And I try to see if I can let's see, would flying, or I think I think I'm better at fly. Can I try to fly through it, or?
Well, my suggestion was free fall.
Oh, I see. Free fall.
But Eclipse Phase does this thing where you have complementary skills, like they are similar enough so you could use them. But I think flight is flying a spaceship, isn't it?
I'm looking at it's either when it's in a flight capable morph. If you're trying to fly a spacecraft, it's a pilot skill.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So someone without wings would have to use free fall, but you do have wings operating in low gravity environments, so you can use flight, but still it's very hard with the debris and the pull of the air and the turbulence. So
All right.
I'm adding a +20 to the difficulty.
I got a 38 out of 72.
Oh yeah, easily. That's actually quite good.
Yep, I made sure to have a high flight. I got wings. I want to fly.
Yeah, you put your wing engines into full gear, and you maneuver your way across the turbulences and to the airlock that leads to the fusion power plant. So this is basically like a large tunnel. Of course, there's like a small airlock, so you could go into the room. In there's basically nothing you can really mess with because all the power plant and life support systems are closed up. Like you really only have like status terminals, but you can't really make out details. Light seems to work, and there was air in the medical bay, and resleeving worked, so you're assuming that's all fine, but trying to make out what's wrong, please give me a perception check again. But now that you're close, you can, well, let's say you can add 10.
All right. Yes, I made it with the added 10.
Excellent. Yeah, you see, the airlock on the other side is not only wide open, like there's a big like metal bar that was put in place to keep it open.
Can I dislodge it?
Well, do you want to go through?
Through the door?
Imagining it like you're right now circling the airlock, trying to stay away from the full.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Checking things out from a safe distance still.
Yeah. So can I sort of like get closer and then like sort of like grab onto the edge of like the door and like sort of like try to kick the bar out, or?
Yeah, I would say that's another one of those flight rolls.
All right. High skill, don't fail me now. No, it failed me. Wait.
Oh shit.
I think I can actually. Just for this one, I'm gonna spend a moxie point. So now I'm gonna bring me down to 2, and it's gonna flip the roll. So
all right.
I am down to 1 moxie point, and so now I have a 49 out of 72.
Yeah, and that's even with the negative I was gonna give you, still just about a success.
Yes.
So you get super dangerously close to like tumbling into empty space. If you had a heart, it would be rushing. But like your systems are definitely like freaking out heavily. And well, you get close to the point where this metal bar that you saw is attached, and you notice like this is welded across the door. Like you cannot physically move it away. You would need a lot of time. You would need like a flex cutter or something, and like work on it for a really long time. And under these conditions right now, there's no point in that. Like this is lost.
All right. So I'm going to sort of like make my way back towards the place, just sort of like make way back onto like solid ground, or not out of the airflow ground.
Right. So I'm gonna give you that because you're not like trying to do anything while
outrageous.
You fly around.
Yeah.
And I already almost killed you twice.
Well, I would have been. I was inconvenienced at most.
Yeah. So hugging the wall, maybe with your claws and using the rungs to your advantage, you make your way out against this stream of dirt and debris. It's a good thing you're a synth-morph, or that would like cut you up really bad, but your wound tolerance is pretty high. So you crawl again into the main circular area through this airlock.
And the turn to Saul is like, yeah, we have a problem. Someone literally barred the airlock open.
Fuck. You fixed it, huh?
I couldn't. You need like a cutting torch or something to get through it, and then you have to like position yourself so you don't fall out into space. I didn't have the equipment with me, and it's not something that's going to be easily done if we can do it with the stuff we have.
So someone's actively trying to sabotage this station then.
Yep.
I'm turning and look. Is there any kind of council around that I can get on myself and try to like search to see if there's any security logs or video or anything that shows the area?
Yeah, there are some terminals around, and you could, let me think. You, unlike Sorus, you do not have access jacks in your morph, so you would have to use the wireless connection, but it is jammed right now.
Fuck, I can't get into anything. I can't search any kind of fucking measures that we have put in place with wireless being down.
Just because, like, your character would know it, you actually have a tracking software, basically an augmentation to your morph. You have a tracking software augmentation in your morph, and you can use it to find sources of wireless communication. And you could probably locate the source of the jamming signal.
Bird. I'm going to go and I got a way to track down where I think this jamming signal may be. Give me 1 second.
Dinosaur, please. I chose this more for a reason.
Why did you choose it?
I like dinosaurs.
Oh, guess that's a simple enough answer. Give me 1 second. And I close my eyes and I access my tracking device to find the wireless blocker.
Do you have a high investigation still? That actually sounds really nice because that means like following clues.
I have investigation 55.
I think that sounds reasonable. So
do I get any bonus because of my device? I had to ask.
Well, no, the device allows you to follow this lead at all.
Gotcha. Makes sense. So, I'm spending Moxie. I'm going to spend my 1 Moxie on this shit because we need to get our wireless back up to get shit done.
All right, you succeed immediately then. Mm-hmm. And the trail leads you directly back to this Dr. bot, and your suspicion that something is wrong with it was right, because apparently it has been modified in such a way that it permanently like occupies all the wireless communication.
Dinosaur bot. Sorus. I open my eyes, I look down at him. Something is fucking wrong with that Dr. bot.
Really?
It's the jammer. Now when we go back in there, I need to know something. Do you have the bite that goes along with what you're trying to be?
Well, I don't actually have a mouth, so
can you take out that fucking bot?
It's just a bot. Are you asking me to?
I'm asking you to take it fucking out so we can access our wireless again.
Okay, yeah, fine. There is a difference between a bot and an AGI. There is a difference between the two of us, right?
Yes.
It'd be like me asking you if you're afraid to take out a monkey.
I wouldn't be afraid if that's what you're asking.
That's why I'm explaining.
Okay, let's go ahead and take care of this thing. Maybe those two will be grateful for what we do. Most likely not.
Are people not grateful normally?
You'd be surprised. You seriously, as we're walking over there, be surprised. That's why I don't like people. That's why I don't talk to people that much.
I see.
They're overcomplicated. Yeah.
Oh, hello again, folks. I'd like to tell you about the Facebook group we run called White Wolf and Onyx Path RPGs, Gameplay and Media. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded? One that won't be drowned out by random posts and discussions, so that your media could get the attention you deserve. The group is specifically run with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. The group is already immense and continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.